If you constantly feel empty inside, no amount of money, attention, or success will permanently fix that feeling. External success without inner peace still feels incomplete. That is why gratitude is powerful. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already present. And the strange thing about life is that when you appreciate what you already have, you naturally begin attracting more things worth appreciating. Your energy expands where your attention goes. So ask yourself honestly, what are you feeding your mind every day? Fear, comparison, doubt, negativity, or possibility? Belief, growth, peace, because your future is being shaped by the thoughts you repeat consistently. And maybe that is why some people remain trapped in the same cycles for years. Not because they are incapable, but because their inner world never changed. You cannot create a peaceful life while constantly feeding your mind chaos. You cannot expect confidence while repeatedly speaking to yourself with negativity. And you cannot expect abundance while emotionally living in fear every single day. Your thoughts become habits, your habits become identity, and your identity becomes your reality. This is why visualization matters. Every great achievement exists mentally before it exists physically. Athletes imagine victory before the competition. Successful people often see the vision long before results appear. Your mind needs direction. Without vision, people drift. But when you repeatedly imagine a better future with emotion, your actions slowly begin aligning with that vision naturally. You start making different decisions. You carry yourself differently. You stop settling for environments that drain your energy. You begin moving like someone who believes better things are possible. And that changes everything. The truth is, life responds differently when you stop operating from fear, when you stop expecting rejection, when you stop assuming failure, when you stop telling yourself you are too late, because maybe you are not behind at all. Maybe your journey is simply unfolding differently. Maybe the delay is preparing you. Maybe the struggle is shaping you into someone stronger before the opportunity arrives. And maybe your biggest breakthrough begins the moment you stop fighting yourself internally. Your mind is powerful. Speak carefully to yourself. Protect your energy. Visualize the future you want. And stop letting temporary circumstances define permanent beliefs. Because the reality you desire may begin with the thoughts you choose today. You have been using your mind against yourself for years, and you don't even realize it. Every morning, most people wake up already expecting stress. They expect problems. They expect disappointment. They replay old failures in their head and wonder why life keeps feeling heavy. But what if the life you are experiencing right now is a reflection of the thoughts you repeat every single day? Your mind is always listening. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you think. The energy you carry matters. The emotions you repeatedly feel become signals you send into your future. Most people focus so much on what they fear that they unconsciously attract more situations to fear. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself that life is unfair, your mind starts searching for proof. If you constantly believe opportunities never come to you, your brain stops noticing the doors that are already opening around you. If you believe you are unlucky, unwanted, or behind in life, eventually your reality begins matching that belief. Not because the universe hates you, but because your focus shapes your perception. Your attention is powerful. The problem is that most people spend their entire lives focused on what they do not want. They think about failure more than success. They imagine rejection more than opportunity. They prepare for disaster more than possibility. And slowly, without realizing it, they become emotionally attached to negativity. But the moment you change your inner world, your outer world starts changing too. You do not attract what you say you want. You attract what you truly believe you deserve. That is why two people can face the exact same situation and experience completely different outcomes. One person sees obstacles. The other sees opportunity. One person gives up immediately. The other continues believing something better is coming. Belief changes behavior, and behavior changes life. Look closely at successful people. Before anyone else believed in them, they believed in themselves first. Before the results appeared physically, they imagined them mentally. They held the vision long before reality caught up. Most people quit too early because they only trust what they can already see. But faith works differently. Sometimes you have to believe before evidence appears. Sometimes you need to act like the future is already unfolding in your favor, not from delusion, but from trust. Trust that your current circumstances are temporary. Trust that your thoughts today are creating your future tomorrow. Your mind is like a magnet. Whatever emotions you feed consistently become stronger. Gratitude attracts more peace. Confidence attracts more action. Fear attracts hesitation. Doubt attracts delay. That is why protecting your energy is important. Not every environment deserves access to your mind. Some people spend all day consuming negativity, toxic conversations, endless bad news, comparison, complaints, and then wonder why they feel emotionally exhausted. Your energy is being programmed daily by what you repeatedly consume. Be careful what enters your mind, because eventually it becomes your reality. The strange thing is, life often changes, quietly at first. The breakthrough does not always arrive immediately. Sometimes the external world takes time to reflect the internal changes you are making. That is where most people fail. They become impatient. They return to old thinking patterns. They stop believing because results did not happen fast enough. But transformation is happening even when you cannot see it yet. A seed underground looks invisible before it becomes a tree. Your thoughts work the same way. Every positive belief, every moment of gratitude, every vision you hold in your mind is slowly shaping the direction of your future. The problem is that modern life trains people to focus on lack. People wake up and immediately think, I am behind. I don't have enough. Other people are happier than me. Nothing works out for me. And without realizing it, they repeat these thoughts so often that they become identity. But you are not your negative thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. The moment you stop feeding negative assumptions, your life begins changing. You stop chasing desperation. You stop living from fear. You stop expecting disappointment before life even unfolds. And suddenly opportunities appear that you never noticed before, not because they magically appeared overnight, but because your mindset finally allowed you to see them. Everything changes when your energy changes. People can feel confidence. People can feel peace. People can feel desperation too. Your emotional state affects your decisions, your relationships, your habits, and the opportunities you attract into your life. That is why inner work matters more than people realize. And maybe this is the moment you needed to hear this. You do not need to wait for the perfect day to change your life. You do not need every answer before you begin. You only need to decide that your old way of thinking is no longer allowed to control your future, because the same mind that created fear can also create faith. The same imagination that built worst-case scenarios can also build a vision worth moving toward. The same energy you use to doubt yourself can be redirected into belief, discipline, and action. Your life begins to shift when you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Every delay can become preparation. Every rejection can become redirection. Every difficult season can become the foundation for a stronger version of you. But only if you stop seeing yourself as powerless. You are not powerless. You are not finished. You are not too late. What you repeatedly believe becomes the standard you live by. So believe with intention. Think with intention. Move with intention. Wake up tomorrow and choose thoughts that support the person you are becoming. Choose gratitude before fear. Choose vision before doubt. Choose patience before panic. And choose action before overthinking. Because life will not always change overnight, but your direction can change in a single moment. One new belief, one new decision, one new habit, one new version of you refusing to return to the old mindset. That is where transformation begins. So protect your mind. Protect your peace. Protect the vision you carry inside you, and remember this clearly. Your current reality is not your final reality. The life you are searching for may already be waiting on the other side of the thoughts you are brave enough to change.